Craig Brookes, owner and founder of Correct Choice Windows and Doors Limited.
I was a corridor kid, mate.
Yeah.
I was a corridor kid. I was on report all the way through school.
Yeah.
GCSEs, I think they smelt fudge. There was just nothing there except for... And I didn't know why I used to do it myself.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I'd do something and think, why have I done that?
Social presence, outspoken.
Went back into employment, tail between legs. You know what I mean? And walking into an office environment with a woman in my face straight away going, what are they in your ears? Get them out your ears. Don't come back tomorrow. Who are you talking to? I went home, latex my ears up. You know what I mean? To try and fit in. Just really sort of demotivating and just, you know what I mean? Just, what am I doing again? How am I here again?
Family man, passionate individual.
And I'll tell you something, I've never told anybody this. Never told anybody this. I was saving up, I wanted to save money up to leave my wife. So I could fucking do myself in. And I've never told anybody that, but that's the truth, and I'd rather be truthful about it, is that I had something in my head that I had to leave some sort of monetary, some money to her, and I could just fucking do myself in and just let her crack on. Do you know what I mean? And that would be because I was thinking, fucking, what else can I do?
Before you start this episode, please can you click subscribe below and follow our social handles in the description. It's a massive help and it keeps you up to date with all the exciting announcements from the podcast. So thanks very much, Craig, for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you travelling down to see us.
Yep, no
giving
problem.
us some time. So we always start in the same way on every one of our podcasts. So I'll give you a minute just to tell the audience and the people listening just a bit about you, what you're about, kind of early Craig to present day, and see if you can do it in a minute. It's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a long minute for that, like.
That's it, mate. Yeah, go on then. Let's see if we can get on.
Just a typical lad. Grew up in a mining village, just outside of a city in Rotherham. What can I say? Nice parents, good hard-working parents, normal jobs, normal sort of upbringing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Loving family, just your normal typical kid. Bit of a knobhead when I was younger, massive knobhead, and kind of just didn't really have any sort of direction.
Yeah.
And kind of just drifted in and out of things and never really knew what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. But inside there were always kind of a spark. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always knew that I was bigger than or wanted to achieve more than what I was doing.
Yeah.
Sort of moved away when I met my wife, moved to Sheffield, been there now 10 years. My kind of life changed. Just a family man now.
Yeah.
Mortgage, you know what I mean? Business owner.
Yeah.
Cats, dogs, stepson kind of thing, you know what I mean? Just that's it really. So, but yeah, it's just your average normal type of guy, I'd say.
So I'm going to throw you in the deep end here. So cheers for doing that, because that brings everyone kind of up to speed with a little bit about what you're about. But there's a heck of a lot more about what you've done in terms of your journey with different things with your business, with stuff that you were doing earlier, stuff about mental health, depression, various different things along the way that you've kind of been through, and the kind of current Craig that you see online, like we spoke about before we went live. So what do you reckon people would say about you? People that know you now, what would they say about you?
No bullshit. I think that's what they'd say. No bullshit type of guy. And I think that's, like you said, it's come from the past and the journey that I've been on. I see things quite differently nowadays, and I have massively changed.
Yeah.
So I'm not the same person I used to be. So I kind of moved away and sort of redeveloped my life. But I do believe that the first thing what people would say is no bullshit.
No bullshit. Well, I'll definitely vouch for that. From what I've seen. Craig, tell me, you mentioned about your sort of upbringing and family life and stuff like that. So just talk us through a bit more about what that looked like with parents and siblings and bits and pieces.
Just your average family. My mum and dad, you know what I mean, I love them to bits. They did everything for me and my sister. Not big risk takers. Do you get what I mean? Not entrepreneurs, not business owners, not rich, just provided a good family life for me and my sister.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like kind of, I don't know if it would be allowed nowadays, but my sister would be making stew and I'd be chopping firewood and making a coal fire at 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting looked after by your grandparents and people supporting while your mum and dad go to work. But I was a massive knobhead.
Yeah.
And kind of...
In what way? What, were you just too hyper or just
I don't know. I think
getting into trouble?
I think if it was sort of nowadays, it'd be sort of some sort of on spectrum.
Yeah.
ADHD.
Yeah.
sort of, you know what I mean? I mean, back then I couldn't have like certain sweets we eat numbers in it and things like that.
Send you wild.
Oh, they were just nuts.
Yeah,
they're just nuts. But my mum and dad were always provided that loving home for us.
So what did your parents do?
My dad drives a lorry. My mum worked in a factory at that time.
Okay.
And now she's like works in like a manager for a care home cleaning.
Yeah.
Of all the teams. My dad still does what he does. But when you look at the life that they've lived, I mean, my dad built his own home.
Wow. Okay.
Got a plot of land, and kind of the car that he drives, the home that they've got.
Yeah.
You don't see anybody nowadays like kind of having that or achieve that through the sort of wages what they probably have.
Yeah.
They've been very sort of, you know what I mean, not took any risks and saved and just done everything, you know what I mean, to provide a nice sort of...
So that's kind of against what you see now, isn't it? A lot of videos that go up and things that you see, it's like you got to take the risk, and I'm all for that at the right times, but you don't see... My parents are very much the same. They didn't build their own home, but been in the same place for donkey's years, bought it for, I think it was less than £1,000.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
It's just, I don't know, it's just... you don't really see it nowadays. I don't like that bubble of family life. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just very normal, very sort of precise in saving and nice holiday once a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where did you used to go?
Greece.
Mallorca. That's lucky. I used to go down to Devon. It's lovely though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't have a bad upbringing. No,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I had a very good upbringing.
So you're a bit, in your own words, you're a bit of a knob when you're younger.
Massive.
Was that going into school and sort of early working years and stuff as well?
I was a corridor kid, mate.
Yeah.
I was a corridor kid. I was on report all the way through school.
Yeah.
GCSEs, I think they smelt fudge. You know what I mean? It was kind of, there was just nothing there except for, and I didn't know why I used to do it myself.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I'd do something and think, why have I done that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So when you're thinking back now, I know it's a long time ago, but why do you think that was the case?
I haven't got a clue. And I think it goes deeper than, like, you know what I mean? I think it is some sort of ADHD or some sort of, or, you know what I mean, on the spectrum kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And I can loosely chuck that out, and I'm sure some people in the audience, you can't say that.
Yeah.
But then you can do any sort of online test, and it'll just be like, red. Do you know what I mean? 10 out of 10.
Depends who asks questions, depends on what you say.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to my wife about it, and she was like, what?
Yeah.
You only just realised that? Do you know what I mean? I've been weird.
Private conversations.
I've been weird 10 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just, don't know why I did it, don't know why I didn't have no interest in anything or anything, you know what I mean, as a kid.
So did you know what, so my daughter's now just done her GCSEs.
Yep.
She's done really well. I'm really proud of her. She's got a part-time job now, going to college, doing a few bits in marketing and social media and stuff that she wants to do, which is really good. But going through that process with her, it was really difficult, I thought, for her to understand what she wanted to do.
Yep.
And there's so much pressure, schools saying you need to go and do this, teachers advising you need to do that. All of her friends apparently knew exactly what they wanted to do, even though I thought that was a bit bullshit. But everybody knew apparently what they wanted to do. She felt quite under pressure at that age. And going back to what you said there around not really know what you wanted to do and there being tons of options, what was it like for you in terms of, because I'm guessing at that age you didn't know you wanted to go and start your own business and do your own thing in the industry you're in?
I would have laughed at you. I would have laughed at you. And I think I would have done that up until the age of like mid-20s. Do you get what I mean? I can't do that.
Yeah.
I should be given an opportunity. There should be something out there where I can take an opportunity, that somebody should believe in me.
Yeah.
It was kind of that mentality. I've got something to offer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I need to get in with the right person. The work ethic, it was always about work ethic.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? I left school at 15. I was the youngest in the year.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was about getting into work. It was about earning money. It was about, you know what I mean, starting to build a life.
Where did that come from? Do you know?
My dad.
Really?
Yeah. You got 2 weeks to get a job while you're out. Cool, sound great. Got one 2 days later. Right, cool, sound.
That was it.
Yeah. And it was like straight into work, working. You know what I mean? 6 until 4:30 in a wood yard. I mean, driving forklifts at 15-year-old. It would not happen nowadays.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Using saws that are just totally illegal and just things. But it puts hairs on your chest. To get what I mean? It brings something to you.
It's real life experience.
Yeah, it is. It brings something to you. Having that sort of, I don't know, being in that environment at such a young age, but then also going home and taking a wage. I mean, I put a post on LinkedIn today. We're driving around on a brand new moped at 16.
Yeah.
Everybody else
hard work from you to earn.
Yeah, and everybody else is like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to go to college. I want to go to uni. I want to do that. Great, sound.
Yeah.
I'm earning, mate. I'm wearing nice trainers and wearing nice tops. It was just about, do you get what I mean? Just earning your keep.
Yeah, and do you think, and that was from your dad? Is that similar upbringing to what he had? Look,
yeah. Strict.
Because I couldn't imagine saying to my daughter now, and maybe I've got no bollocks to do it, I don't know, but I can't imagine saying to her now, listen, you need to get a job or you're out.
I know.
Is it times to change? Or
it is. I think there's something taken away from our youth. And the thing is it's not bad parenting.
Yeah.
I don't believe it is. Do you know what I mean? My younger, my stepson is my younger, you know what I mean? He's my lad, I've been in his life that long.
Yeah.
He's saved $2,000. He's 16-year-old. He's working. Wow. He's doing, do you know what I mean? He wants to go to college, just got into college, he wants to become plumbing.
Yeah.
But it's because of the way we've parented him.
Yeah.
And it's not, you've got 2 weeks to get out, but it's like, you need to get a job, mate. You need to work on your strengths. I've took this from my dad and the upbringing that I've had and kind of formed it into...
Fast-tracked it a bit, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And because he's not naughty.
Yeah.
So I don't have to have that venom or that sort of, you know what I mean, strictness with him.
Does he listen to you?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, such a good lad. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, knows what he wants to do.
I don't think there's many people at that age that's got that clear direction and, you know, has worked hard to get that money saved and done that. Because that's a massive learning curve for him.
I said to him once, I got him a job. Somebody put a post on Facebook, do you know any young lads work in a kitchen? I says, yeah, my lad will take that. I didn't even ask him about it. I said, right, start work. All right, cool, cheers, thank you. Works in the kitchen, washing pots, in a rate cool sort of, it's called the church.
Yeah.
So bring me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Ollie Sykes, he owns it.
Okay, yeah.
His parents live there. Yeah, I mean, he's in there regular, and it's sort of an environment. What's cool? He likes his skateboarding.
Yeah.
He likes it. Oh, I got your job. Start. Oh,
yeah.
Cool, mate. Sound great. Do you want to do it? Yeah. Now he's saving. Now he's 17 in around about 10 days, 9 days. Theory test. He's already got it in his head. He's like, I will pass my test. Watch. It's like, do you get what I mean? But I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm really proud. But it's only by saying to him, I think you should, or take me advice.
Isn't it nice that you've got your dad's ethics dripping down to you, dripping down to him? Like, I think that's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I think that gets lost in this day and age with social media being the way it is and parenting styles changing because of you're told that you're not allowed to say this, do that, or parent in a certain way. I think that's really nice to have those values.
Me and my dad didn't get on, though.
Okay.
And that's because of the way that I was.
Right, okay.
And you know what I mean? It was my behaviour throughout growing up.
So it's similar for him, but he's behaving, and you weren't.
Just a minus the... You know what I mean? Not listening. Just actually
that knob bit,
yeah. It's actually listening, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. And I speak to my dad, you know what I mean, about it. I get on with my dad right well now. Right well. Get on with my mum and my dad, you know what I mean? They're super proud of what I've done.
Yeah.
But he also sees more where I came into his life at 6 years old. His mum's lovely, do you know what I mean? She's same as me.
Yeah.
It's really encouraging, do you know what I mean? It's a combined job, do you know what I mean? It's not no way just me, it's the combined. I bring the strictness and she brings the encouragement and that. But it's like, I don't know, it's just good to see that you can develop that. We are, and they still respect you, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm in a really similar position. I mean, is that with your ex-partner?
No, this is my wife.
Yeah, right.
My wife, yeah.
So similar position for me. I mean, me and my ex-wife have split up, but it's kind of, it is a team to bring your kids up at the end of the day, and you can't do it all on your own.
But it's seen me lose jobs. It's seen us living in rented accommodation.
Yeah. And
then it's seen my business grow. It's seen what I've done. I've told him I've earned this, or look at companies doing this. It's like, wow. Yeah. So I've brought him to try and show him the journey of what work ethic and what sort of hitting it hard can achieve. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's my main focus with Mora. No one's going to give you anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've got
to
do
go out and earn it yourself.
It's about action. It's about getting out of bed. It's about doing this. And he's like,
See, my dad was the same. Builder since he was 13, 14. Early, he was working up until he was 70 plus, still doing a couple of days a week. He didn't think he could afford not to.
But he loved it though as well.
Loved it. He'd still do it now. Like he's 80 3-4 weeks ago, he'd still do it now. And he looks like a spring chicken. He looks 20 years younger than what he is. Everyone says it. And I'm lucky because I know I'm going to have a head of hair at that age, hopefully, even though it's going back a little bit. But
when I up in the business,
he's doing. Yeah, mate, that's what happens, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what? I say that. So I got my hair cut the other day, and the guy went, "Oh, are you going to dye your hair again? Because you had blonde in it the other month." A couple of months ago, I was like, "Yeah, I probably will." He went, "Yeah, you need to because there's a load of greys in the back." I'm like, "Cheers, mate. I'm never coming back here again."
I shaved man, he didn't come back.
Thanks for the confidence.
I shaved man, it never grew back.
Oh, mate.
Straight up, honestly.
How long have you had it shaved?
About 5 years now.
Have you? I couldn't imagine you with hair. But I say that about everybody that don't have any hair.
Just have a little fringe and spikes and that, straight up. But it kind of swapped the...
I'm going to go and find them pictures.
Mate, I'll show you. I swapped the head of hair for the beard, do you know what I mean? It's just dropped downwards. My head's gone upside down, kind of thing.
That's all the way, isn't it? Always, it's the range. It's what's good. So that was what you like at school, kind of upbringing, and what you're trying to pass on to your kids, which is really, really, really good. When we're doing a little bit of work on looking into what you've done and a bit about your journey in prep for today, Craig. Also, you had the job in the wood yard, doing that from a young age, getting paid, working hard and doing that. You then went into something completely different, which was more sales stuff, call centres, door knocking, stuff like that, which is similar stuff that I've done in the past. What was the reason for that transition? How did you get on with it?
So I went from the wood yard into construction, doing cladding and sheeting, more money, working all over the country. Recession kicked in, so it was kind of, what can I do? Do I really want to be on a roof anymore? Do I want to be in this environment? And I kind of fell out of love with it. It's hard graft, mate, cheating. My people skills were terrible. I mean, walking in and buying a packet of cigs or buying a drink, I couldn't even speak to the person behind the counter. Do you get what I mean? I just wasn't approachable.
What was that? Confidence?
Confidence and just I don't know, just me. How I was at that time. And I thought, right, fuck it. I'm going to find something what is really, really going to push me and try and take me in a different direction.
Okay.
And I applied for a door knocking job. Bought a suit, went there suited and booted. Everyone's like, the environment is just like, wow. Do you know, it's just like total brainwashing environment.
Oh yeah, pyramid scheme stuff, isn't it?
It's just like, wow. I kind of fell for it a little bit. And we're like, I'm going to get this opportunity.
I did. 3 years I did it.
I'm going to get my own office. But I built a team. But the thing is that I smashed everybody straight away. I just literally smashed everybody because they were all about this, kiss, keep it short and sweet, and all these sales techniques. And I was like,
just talk to someone.
Do you want free broadband? Yeah. And I'd walk straight in their house and sign them. And all these other people would just like try to do all these slimy sales tactics and do all this, and I'd just knock on doors and say, talk again, free broadband, mate. If you just sign this, you pay 30 quid, you've got free broadband. No way. Walk straight inside them up. And I just kind of destroyed everybody. And did really well. But then again, sort of seen all the deceit, the lies, people were taking money off me. They weren't my closing rate compared to sort of the cancellation rate. It just didn't add up, and it were kind of they were skimming money off me. So I just went, right, that's it, you're done.
How long did you do that for?
About a year and a half. About a year and a half. But same again, built a team, took people all over UK. Kind of had that
winters are tough in that job, aren't they?
They are, mate. But I would pick my places. Do you get what I mean? I'd go to deprived places. I'd go to deprived places where people want to save money. They don't want some sleazeball knocking on the door.
You probably have normal conversation with a normal bloke. Do
you know what I mean? And everybody would target the affluent areas.
See, I never when I did that, I never used to like that. Because that wasn't they weren't the top. Because I'm not like that.
Could not connect with them.
Exactly that.
I knock on the door, I'd be like, "You're right." They'd be like, "What?" Gone. That chance has just gone straight away. Do you know what I mean? Because you haven't. You know what I mean? They've had a couple of seconds to say, "You're common. You're not on my level, peasant." Do you know what I mean? And that's it.
But that's it. They make that assumption straight away. Don't they? So you did well at that. So that what do you think you learned from that?
Just confidence. Confidence. A lot of people skills. Being in an environment where a lot of people think they're better than you. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to achieve more than you, and they're higher than you, and because they've got money or lower than them, and the sort of management and the structure of it. And
are we talking clients that you're speaking to? Are you talking in the business?
In the office as well. In the office, the sort of, I mean, I parked in wrong car parking space once, and the guy brought me into the office and tore my arse, tore it out in front of everybody. And I'm like, yeah, but I can still bench press more than you. And he flipped the desk over.
Yeah.
Because I just come out with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm still stronger in a bench press more than you, though, can't I? And he flipped the desk over. This is in front of about 60 people.
Yeah.
And smashed the room up. He went nuts.
Yeah.
Because I just humiliated him. And then that's when I started. It just went decline.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna have it in for you every day, isn't he?
Like, I want to get out of this environment. But then that was still like 12, 13 years ago, probably longer.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do that now.
No.
You're just like, what are you doing?
No.
You're trying to intimidate me by flipping your desk cover and all that. But I'm just kind of.
Mate, if that happened now, you'd be at a tribunal. Every day of the week.
Place would be there.
Yeah.
They would one day.
It's similar stuff to like when my first job was call centres, and it was the same. It was like you see on the Wolf of Wall Street. Like we didn't have a ball where we throw midgets at it. But there was stuff that happened in that call centre that is. You look at it and you think if anything like that happened now, it just you'd never be able to do it now. Never be able to do it now.
No.
But it was fun. It was good fun at the time, and that was just the way it was.
Oh, we used to get like 20 pro plots, crack them into his hand, have 20 of them, drink them with a can of Red Bull.
Mate, Red Bull challenges. We used to have a pyramid of Red Bull, probably about 60 of them. And they used to go every day. Yeah. Get tuck shop in the corner, and the competition used to be, how many can you do? You get an appointment, you book a lead, you got to do a chase in Red Bull with the boss.
Some of the things that I've seen doing that is absolutely unbelievable in people's houses. Yeah. Some of the people that I've met and some of the doors that I've opened.
So what was when you did the call centre work? Mine was like selling kitchens. What were you doing?
That's gas and electricity. But same again, breezed into that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I said I will be the top seller.
Yeah. And was this after your door-to-door work?
Yeah. That's what I said. I'll be the top seller. Okay, we'll see. First call that I made while they were training, I got an actual close.
Got a lead, yeah.
Yeah, the bloke took phone off me. Oh, I'll sort that. You know what I mean? It's just got somebody.
Yeah.
Most sales in a day, most in a week, most in a month, most commission earning business. Smashed it, but then acted a massive knobhead again.
Yeah. So how old were you then? At that point,
around about 24, something like that. Thereabouts, about that age. Thought we're invincible. Strutting about with carpets. You know what I mean? Top seller. Just a bit of a knobhead.
So how do you? So if you're thinking about what you're doing now in your own business versus what you were doing then, it's not that much time has passed really since you started your own business, and we'll come on to that in a minute, and you can tell us all about what that's all about and what you're doing now and what's important to you. But what was the transition like between you being at the call centre, being top seller, strutting around and doing your thing, to then wanting to go and run your own business and maybe do things in a slightly different way? Because that doesn't come across in your stuff now.
I went into personal training.
Okay.
So I got sacked from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you owned a gym, didn't you?
Yeah. I went into training. It was kind of, I want to be a personal trainer. Everybody laughed at me. Everybody. You can't.
Why do you think that is?
Because they didn't think I could pass my exams.
Okay.
Didn't think I had the
What do you have to do to be a PT, exam-wise and stuff?
It's just. Do you know what I mean? If you anybody with an interest in fitness, and a little bit of sort of academic background, be able to sit down and revise. Do you get what I mean? Would be able to get through that. But because of my school, even I was thinking this is going to be hard. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to struggle with it.
Yeah, concentration, attention span, all that stuff. Yeah,
smashed it. Top in the class. Got offered a job straight away.
Okay.
Started working there. Then I eventually trained a client. He were a businessman and kind of like a moth to light again. Flew into it, seeing as this is my opportunity. This is the time. And kind of went into partnership with him. I'd run the gym, I'd bring the clients, I'd do the diet plans, the training, I'd do everything, I'd run it.
Yeah.
Me and my wife found herself in there knocking walls out, jigger picking walls out, basically doing a lot of the hard graft while he was apparently putting the money into it.
Right, okay.
Just a really toxic partnership. Me and my wife ended up creating a job for ourselves with all the stress of running a gym while he was not doing anything. Not paying the electric bills, people coming in from Eon, we're turning electric off, you haven't paid your electric bill. What? You were meant to have paid that. So, yeah. And just not doing anything, trying to cream it off. Same again, naive. Seeing an opportunity, kind of really didn't, you know what I mean, drill down into.
Do you think that's why you've got some of the views you've got now 100%. About certain things? Because 100%. It sounds like you've gone into stuff with the best intentions, and and a lot of people have sort of, you've done well. It's kind of people have copped you around.
I told you so. You know what I mean? When it comes crumbling down, told you so. Knew that had happened. Well, you tried.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah,
or
that's
other
what
people?
Yeah. Parents as well.
Yeah.
Kind of knew that was going to happen, innit? It's another bright idea. Just get a good job. Just get a job. Just earn some money.
Yeah.
Just pay your bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do something else.
Yeah.
I've got something else inside me that I want to do. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to go to work 9 to 5 every day. And that's when the mental health problem started.
Was
and
it?
I think
Right.
that
So mid-20s?
Yeah, massively humbled me.
Yeah.
Brought me down. Kind of killed the ego a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Made me appreciate. Brought gratitude. Struggled. Didn't want to be here. Do you know what I mean?
And what do you owe that to? The experience with the gym, or the compounding everything up to that point?
It was everything, yeah. Then the gym, when I sold my partnership to that, because it was my dream to open my own gym. And if I look back on that journey now, I could have done that now easy.
Yeah.
So easy. But at the time, it was such a monumental, wow, this is incredible what I'm
Well,
doing.
you're early to mid-20s. It's a big thing to do anything.
We were like, wow,
like that, yeah.
this. I could have never done this on my own. Easy. Could set up a gym now, easily.
Yeah.
And then I went back into employment, tail between legs, you know what I mean, and walking into an office environment with a woman in my face straight away going, what are they in your ears? Get them out your ears. Don't come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? I went home, latex my ears up, you know what I mean, to try and fit in. Just really sort of demotivating and just, you know what I mean, just what am I doing again? How am I here again? How am I in this position again?
So did you feel that the kind of that depressive period came from suppressing who you really were because of pressures externally?
Who I really was, yeah, knowing full well that I was capable of doing so much more with my life, or knowing that I could do more, yeah, selling the gym, being forced to sell that gym. I didn't get forced, but I knew it was the right thing to do in my heart.
Yeah.
To get some money out of it and let it have its demise.
Yeah.
Because nobody else were capable of running it, and it did. Eventually, about 7-8 months later, it got shut.
Done. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I would still be going today if I'd had it. And then obviously I went into another environment as well, office environment, and I ended up working for a really terrible human being, really bad CEO, really belittling. You know what I mean? You look aggressive with your beard. Don't shave my beard off. You know what I mean? You need to really compress me. But did a lot when I look back at it now. Do you get what I mean? Same again, humbled me, yeah, and kind of moulded me to be able to work in a sort of office environment at I wouldn't say corporate, but a polished office environment. Do you know what I mean? And speaking to business, it were business to business.
Yeah.
It was like conference calls and things like that. So you're talking to CTOs, CEOs, CIOs, CEOs. You know what I mean? You're speaking to multiple different higher management. So that kind of polished me, but it caused, again, another sort of, push the mental health.
I think from personal experience that the time where, I've had a couple of times, one in particular where, when you mentioned there about, when you said about you need to trim your beard off, you need to cut that, blah, blah, blah. I had the same experience about my hair. I used to have shaved hair on one side. I look back and it looks shit, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know why I did it. But I'd had it for 3 years.
But you wanted it though.
3 years. And I remember being in a lift and he said, we were going to an appointment together, and he said, no, you need to sort that out. So sort what out? I was fully suited, all good. We were going into the city for an appointment in London from Milton Keynes. And he said, no, you need to sort that hair out. And I looked and I don't want to offend him. I only just started. I'd probably been there 2-3 weeks, and I thought, I'll take a breath before I respond. And I said, are you serious? And sort of said it, are you serious, with a bit of a smile. And he looked at me dead in the eye and he said, I'm dead serious. That, you won't be successful with that. And I look back at that, and I didn't really take it on much at the time. I laughed it off because I was a bit embarrassed.
But how insane is that?
But I look back now and I'm thinking, I learned from it. Do you know what? I didn't cut my hair different. It's different now because I wanted it to be that way. But I kept it, and I kept it on fucking purpose because I thought, fuck you. But even that's quite a negative way of looking at things. I'm going about myself trying to put energy into something that's I can't affect how he feels, and that's. But I just thought, how are you ever going to be? You've got such a certain way of doing things. How are you ever going to be happy and successful yourself? And it made me feel a bit sorry for him further down. I look back now and I think he'll probably have that exact same perception, be having them conversations today. I don't want to be a boss like that. That's not what I want to be. I want to be able to say, you do whatever you want. Who am I to say, Craig, cut your beard, mate? It's not my beard. Why should I ever try and push opinions on somebody else of how they're looking and
you?
feeling and stuff like that.
Yeah, and how does it affect you? Do you know what I mean? In any way, does it? No way, shape or form.
No, you're giving a lot of
And
negative.
as a manager, as long as they're performing and doing the job and what's the difference?
What would you rather have? But the thing is with him, I think he would rather have less performance, but everything the way he wants it, than better performance with being a little bit more flexible around dress. Because I think in this day and age, like, I still go to, when I go to my meetings for Guru, I still do turn up looking smart, because that's the way I want to. That's just what I want to do.
Yeah.
I won't turn up in shorts.
Yeah.
But I don't dress the same as what I used to with meetings. Like, it used to be 3-piece suit, tie, buttoned up. I don't do that anymore. I'll go and I'll be in if it's hot, I'll be in a shirt, trousers and shoes. It'll be unbuttoned. I won't have a tie, because I'm not going there to someone to admire what I look like. And as long as I portray a reasonable image and I'm not being scruffy and I'm tidy, that's okay for me, because the capability comes with what I'm going to talk about, the problems I can fix for them, how I can help them, and the conversation we have and the relationship. That's nothing about what I look like. Just the same as if I rock it up in a 3-piece suit and someone's sitting in shorts and he's a CEO. He could be the CEO of a £100 million turnover business. I still want to do business with him. I don't care what he's wearing. I want to try and help him and fix his problems. So it's kind of like, I just felt a bit... I look back, and I didn't really take it on at the time. I just laughed it off. But I look back at it now, and I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry he's got that old-fashioned approach.
I mean, what he brought to me is I mimicked a lot of his behaviour.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was how he had to be a manager.
Yeah.
I ended up managing and creating a team of around about 10 people.
Yeah.
I was a right prick.
Yeah.
Because I thought that is how you're meant to manage people. I was looking at the directors and looking at the shareholders and how people, you know what I mean, held themselves and how they talked, and I just kind of mimicked them and thought this is how you did it, and it was wrong. Do you know what I mean? It came, my demise came through it. Do you know what I mean? It ruined my mental health. Yeah, and I was a prick. But the same thing again is that on the Monday and Tuesday you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
On a Friday, half an hour before you're leaving, not doing very well, are you? It's like, what are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
I want to go home and enjoy my weekend.
Yeah.
And you're dropping something on me now, 15 minutes.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah. And the type of guy that I am, it just ruined my weekend.
Yeah.
I think about it constantly all weekend. I'm fearing for my job. He had me on a fishing line.
Yeah.
But he sacked the sales director, who was on triple my wage, because I was doing a better job than him.
Right, okay.
So I was doing a better job than him. We discussed it openly. He's not very good, is he? No, he's not. I'm going to sack him. All right, great. Can I have his job? No, but you can be a team leader and
you can be a team leader and get paid a quarter of the amount and keep working hard.
I want to be a sales manager. Well, if you want an inflated, all right, no, we do it right. You promote me, you do it right. You increase my salary. My wage went up by about $7,000 a year. Yeah, still on a third of what he were on. I mean, this guy was probably on about $120,000 plus bonuses. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're on a lot. But I did his job and I did it better. And he just kind of used me. I built a team and kind of managed me out of the business. I were online Googling and found another sales director job. Yeah. I'm questioning him, what are you doing? I thought this was my job. Well, we need somebody to take it to that next level. Your job's all right, don't worry about it. Prick.
But it's not you.
I was, absolute prick. And it kind of just went, that's it. You know what I mean? The mental health again. I've been there 3 years. I learned a lot from it, though. It's tremendous.
I think that you absolutely learn. I look back at my career and I made tons of mistakes, fucked up so many things, but I've learned so much more from the bad leaders that I've worked for than I do from the good leaders. I've taken something from everybody because I think it's good to soak it up, and then you can decide on what you want to do within yourself and how you want to go about doing things. But certainly things like there was a load of redundancies happening at a previous business that I worked within, and people were getting done out of money. Young people didn't know the process, didn't know what they were legally entitled to, were getting put in a room. iPad was out, contracts, sign this letter and we'll pay you redundancy. And these people, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I was probably mid-20s at the time, maybe 25, 26. Didn't know it all, but I knew this ain't right. Because he'd let me sit in, and I'm like... And I stopped the first meeting, I said, I'm sorry, I know this isn't my meeting, I'm sitting here taking notes, but you can't do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're saying you're going to pay her half her redundancy. She's been here 3 years, but... You're going to pay the redundancy in 60 days, but if she takes the money today, knowing that she needs the money, you'll give her half. She's 19. Yeah. And he said, I need you to leave the room. I said, I'm not leaving the room. Yeah. and we butted heads for a year, for many months, because just a different way. And I was probably there 18 months after that business was sold, and every day was hell. But I learnt a lot. I'd never act that way. Never would I act that way.
No. But I think also as well is that the most that I've learned is by being able to stand back and see what I've done wrong, accept it, be honest about it. You know what I mean? And say you were a prick then. Yeah, you did that wrong. You know what I mean? And the ethics and morals that I've had have always been the same. Yeah, I've always had good ethics, always had good morals. Yeah, but the behaviour and the way that it's been directed sometimes has been, I wouldn't say inappropriate, but not in the correct manner. Yeah. Look at that now. To have a business, to be a business owner, you cannot do this. You cannot do that. You cannot behave in this. Your staff are the most important people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We are your staff. And I've just looked at it in a different manner and just really try to step back and be the person that can admit their flaws, seeing what they've done in the past, and learn from all these different other people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, soak it all up and then do what you want to do.
Yeah.
In the right way. So what do you think, you mentioned about your mental health and stuff, and a couple of scenarios there. What do you think has been your toughest moment in your life?
Going back into employment and getting sacked. I were in the car, mate. I'm bringing my wife up crying. 2 weeks before Christmas. I ain't got no wage, babe. It's like, what? And it's like, I can remember the words, you've done it again.
Your wife?
Yeah. She's like, why? And I'm like, I know. She's always supported me. She's, you know what I mean? She's been awesome for me, but it's just like all put back onto her shoulders again. And you've got to also, it's like with the mental health thing now, the man up is such a toxic word, and it will change. It's going to take some time, but back then it was still, I'm meant to be the man. Yeah. I'm meant to be bringing the, you know what I mean? I'm meant to be
putting the bread on the table, and
I'm meant to be this guy that you should lean on my shoulders. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You should be coming to me for support. And then to do that and to be sat in your car, bubbling your eyes out, thinking, fucking hell, I've done it again. Back to square one again.
Would you change anything?
Me?
Looking back at that situation?
No, I would not. No, I would not. I wouldn't. Because I always told my wife, stick with me. Stay with me, you know what I mean? Not like stay with me in the relationship. Just, like, stick with me. One day you will see this happen. What I'm telling you will happen. And I've done it.
So, did she believe it?
Yeah, 100%. She says, I know you will.
Have you talked about that?
Yeah, I know you will. I know you would. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a multi-millionaire. I'd live all right. Do you get what I mean? I've got a nice house, got a nice car. We're sound. Yeah. We don't have to look at the bank account to go to the shop and buy a loaf of bread. Yeah. It's like, fucking hell, how are we going to eat? You know what I mean? Where are we going to pay this bill from? We don't have to do that anymore. And that's what I've wanted to create it. It's just something where it's just the pressure of that is relieved, and we can have nice holidays, we can have nice things without having the struggle and the burden of fucking hell, how are we going to pay his rent? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Through my behaviour.
So how did you cope with those situations that you mentioned there? Your toughest sort of situation was going back into employment, getting sacked, and kind of really...
And that we're after losing the gym, do you know what I mean?
So it's compounding, cut the things on top of each other, intense. How did you cope with it?
I don't know. And I'll tell you something, I've never told anybody this. I was saving up, I wanted to save money up to leave me a wife. So I could fucking do myself in. Wow. I thought, I've gone too far with this. It's gone on. Do you know what I mean?
So you effectively wanted to let her out of that situation?
Yeah. And I've never told anybody that. Do you know what I mean? I really am. But that's the truth, and I'd rather be truthful about it. Is that I had something in my head that I had to leave some sort of monetary, some money to her, and I could just fucking do myself in and just let her crack on. Do you know what I mean?
So you had thoughts of doing yourself in?
Yeah, for a very long time. For a very long time. And it's just, you know what I mean? And that would be because I was thinking, fucking, what else can I do?
So it sounds like you felt you were a bit of you're a serious burden on her.
Mate, massive letdown, massive burden. Do you know what I mean? I can't convince you anymore that I'm gonna achieve something. It's kind of fucking hell. You know what I mean?
But when you look at that, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't there in the situations with your job, but the wood yard, the call centre, the door-to-door stuff, the other construction bit that you did, the gym. But it sounds like, I know there's always two sides to every story, and I know you're an honest guy, you'd tell me how it is anyway. If it was your fault, you'd say. But it sounds like you've gone wholeheartedly into these things, and people have taken advantage of your hard work and your capability?
I think it's a mixture of that. Some people have, and I can be honest about that. I've had carrots dangle. I've been that, all right, this is it, watch this. I'm going to be a sales manager at 60k. I'm going to get on this. I'm going to get on this wage. And I'm going to get, and then they've just took piss.
Yeah. Do you think any of that you were to blame for?
Yeah.
What parts?
Probably my reaction to sniffing out their bullshit.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? And to going, right, okay, you're a prick, you're full of shit. And then my attitude changing.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? And the way I handle it.
So do you think that you're quite like that even now? Quite like, if you've got that opinion, you've switched?
Yeah.
Like, if someone does you over, the switch is done and we're done?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of times where I've been sacked where if you looked at it, it's because of probably how volatile I've been.
Right.
I mean, I were at one place, I was a good seller, top seller in the business. Yep. Killers come on radio. And I was talking to a kid, I went, I've got tickets to see this. So, but my auntie passed away and it were on her day of a funeral. So I had to get tickets away. He went, that were a bit selfish, wasn't it? I wanted to fucking kill him straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm straight up at the desk wanting to hammer him in. You know what I mean? I could just remember it. I was like, how the fuck can you say that? Straight over. I'm sacked straight away. Gone.
What happened to him?
Nothing.
See, that's not right either.
Nothing.
I know that you're probably not that, but people do things on emotion. That happens. We're all human.
You can't do that, and you cannot do that at work. You cannot react like that at work. I was a better seller than him, bringing more money in. You know what I mean? But it was just gone. You're gone. Sacked. The woman, when she was like, "What's this in your ears?" Yep. Same again. How are we going to get promoted? Do you know what I mean? She was like, "Wow, you've fit into the company so well."
But sort your ears out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't press down on a phone call, so after speaking to somebody, and I'm like, fuck's sake. Somebody picked that call out, went back on it, sat me down in a room, played the ending bit, and she says, you didn't have the phone. I went, yeah, but he didn't hear me. I was just talking to somebody else. Sacked. I went, what? Do you know what I mean? Just because they just want to get rid straight away. They see it. Because I won't falling in line. Do you get what I mean? I'd have opinions. I mean, I can remember at the other place where that guy said that. Yeah. I had a little bit of a run-in with a manager. You can't go over 40 miles radius of selling these MVQs.
Yeah.
I got a deal where it was something like 18k.
Yeah.
And it was 43 miles. She's like, no. What, are you mad? Are you actually mad?
Yeah.
Do you know, it's 3 miles extra. The deal is this, and you're not going to send your assessors. And then other part of the management were like, he's right. And because it was like all focus on her, and she was the manager. It's
common sense, though, isn't it? Like, there's criterias for stuff, and there's criterias.
It's just.
I hear that as a business owner as well as you, and you think like, if one of my guys did that, that'd be something to celebrate. That'd be something to celebrate.
It's not a £200 MVQ or something like that for an assessor. We're like a 15, 18 grand deal. We're massive. And I'm like, yeah, but the 3 miles, no.
That's crazy. That's just a box ticking exercise for somebody. Just stay in the lane.
She wanted the power. She wanted, you know what I mean? And it were kind of. This is what I'm saying.
But that's unhealthy. Yeah. Like, you know, you look at that now from a different side of things.
But it's unhealthy having me in your business. But it's also unhealthy to have me there who will just question you straight away. Yeah. Based on that.
But I quite like that. Like, I like it when some of my guys question me and call me out on stuff. I quite like it because every single time a conversation happens like that,
you do kind of learn things, don't you?
Everybody learns. And I want people to have confidence to say, do you know what, Aaron, you know, I get why you're doing this, and maybe you're doing it for this reason because you see this, but why don't we just do it like this? My kids do it to me all the time. My daughter does it to me all the time. She simplifies things. When I have a problem, I try and talk to my partner and my kids. My partner knows enough about our businesses to have an opinion that's valid, but not enough to burden everything, which I quite like. I was very much not like that with my ex. Didn't let her in anything down to me, blah, 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 and I just overflowed. But my daughter doesn't really know much at all, and she doesn't want to know. But I'll say, I'm really stressed because of X and Y. And she'll go, right, why don't you just do that? And then I'll drop her off, or she'll go to work, and I'll be like, why don't I do that? And I'm thinking, I'm taking business advice. Like, is she my mentor? I've got people pay thousands for a mentor. My daughter's just said, "Why don't you just go and do this?"
There's no emotion.
Simple.
There's no connection. There's no emotion to it. It's just advice for a situation and a problem. You know what I mean? It's
unemotional.
It's pure, isn't it? It's
unconnected. It's
pure advice.
Because it's amazing the kind of your mind and how it overcomplicates something when you're emotional, when you're stressed, when you've got money issues, when you can't see the wood through the trees, you make shit decisions.
But I can't hold it.
So you just come out.
It'll just drill and drill and drill my brain. I'll lose sleep. It'll affect me eating. Do you get what I mean? I need to say, why have you done that? Why have you done that to me? Why have you done this? You know,
anyone in your business that's like that?
No, me and my business partner, it's like, he's just super relaxed, but you don't worry about it.
Opposite.
It's like, yeah, great, okay, cool. Tell me again. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Sound. So I can just leave you to that, and yeah. It's like, we brought my wife into it. She like kind of manages like the sort of admin, like, pushes operations. Do you get what I mean? She's like, can you sort this? Can you sort that? Can you? This is the problem I've got. Can you take it away from me? Yes. Forget about it. Cool. Sound. So
let's talk about your business then. The one that you've started with Mark, your business, your co-founder. So you're in, and I'm going to read this out as per your social media. You want to change the perception of your industry.
Yep.
Yeah. And people hate your industry. People hate what you do.
It's fact.
So talk to me about why you started your company, Correct Choice Windows and Doors. Why that industry? Why that time? And why Mark?
So after losing the job with the sales manager thing, I was having my windows done.
Okay.
Yep, I had my windows done at our house. I did loads of research.
Yeah.
I looked at everyone. Everybody hates double glazing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows double glazing salesmen are scumbags.
Yeah.
I am not going to be stung. So I did a lot of research.
Do the prep,
Mate, I went
God help that salesperson, eh?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you walk through the door, don't try to sell to me. Just take the measurements, tell me a price, and I'll tell you if I'm interested.
Yeah.
We got on. He ended up offering me a job. He went, "You're a salesman, aren't you?" And I went, "Yeah,
okay.
I am." He went, "Do you want to come and work for me?" And I kind of thought, shall I? And he said to me these words, I'll never forget them. Double glazing will change your life. He said it to me.
Yeah.
Double glazing will change your life.
Well, it has.
Mate, me and my business partner laugh about it so much. And we found out he wasn't the honest guy that he was.
Right.
So I met Mark. He was fitting. He was working for him. I was going fitting in the day.
So Mark was working for the same chap?
Yeah.
Okay.
To understand how the products went in. The commission that he offered me was quite a high commission. It's like, I'm going to earn a lot of money here. All the sales that he was, right, you've got to do this when you get in the house and all that. And I just did everything the opposite. So people don't want it. And I was telling him, I said, people don't want this. He bought a shit car, like proper shit car. And he used to go to appointments in a shit car. You don't think you're earning a lot of money. You go in this car. Don't think you're earning a lot of money. And do you know what I mean? I'm like, why? Just go in your nice car. They'll say, oh, he's doing well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why? They were just mad. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, if this guy can do this, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then me and Mark were working one day, and we heard him showing an 89-year-old man how to transfer 10 grand out of his bank account before the job was done. Me and Mark looked at each other and went, done. We got in the van. We said we can't. And we both were like, we cannot be a part of this. And you're like, you're fucking right. I says, why haven't you done this yourself? He says, I just don't know how to set it up. And he's so skilled. The guy is literally, everybody that you speak to, supplier-wise or people in the industry, they're like, he's sick.
Love him, yeah.
Just really good at what he does.
Yeah.
I says, right, I'll run business. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. I'll run it. I'll get us business. You do fitting. I'll come and help you when I can. And we'll build it from there. Right, sound. We're driving round. Let's not be scumbag windows. Trying to think of a ring.
Yeah.
Just coming out with mad names. You know what I mean? And I went, what about Correct Choice? And they're like, that's it.
That's the one.
And it just kind of went from there. We opened a Facebook page. We registered the company. We went into work because you know what I mean. We still had like a week left. You know what I mean? And it's like, you've set your own company up, haven't you? And we're like, yeah. You're like, you're gone. That's it, done. And we were like, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
You've done us a favour.
That's the best gift he could have given, yeah.
And it just went from there. That's it.
I love that because, and again, one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on as well, obviously you're a straight talker, you say it how it is, but I also quite like that some of the things that you've done in the past and the reasons why you've done it are very, very similar to the beliefs that I have.
Yeah.
Shit industry, telecoms. It is full of scumbags. There are a lot of people that do a fucking shit job, and like you said there, transferring money to out from an OAP. There's people that are going in saying that we'll do this and going and billing that. We'll put this system in and go and deliver that, and it happens all the time. Even 2022 now, there's hundreds of them, hundreds. The industry's littered, and it's so difficult to convince customers that don't know any better. Why? Because you don't want to knock people's houses down to make yours look bigger. All you're trying to do is a good, honest job for that customer. That's all it is. And it says a lot about an industry when you can stand out by being honest and decent, like basics.
Yeah. And it should be the foundation of any business or any human. But I'm saying to my wife, how can it not work?
Yeah.
How can it not work? We do a good job.
Yeah.
We're good guys.
Yeah.
We don't rip anybody off. We take away all the sales shit.
Yeah.
We do everything different to anybody does. How can it not fucking work?
Yeah.
Just like, do it. Set business up for $2,000 each.
Yeah.
Boom. Did it. That's it. That's where we're at.
So that was 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How's it been? What's the journey been like?
We've done everything organically. Do you know what I mean? We don't really pay for advertising, no sort of ads, nothing like that. We're on Checker Trade Which. I've brought every sale in. There's 6 of us now. We've got 2 teams. You know what I mean? My wife works, I do it. We've just kept it really sort of confined, tight. Do you know what I mean? Not let it run away with itself, not get too clever, not get too cocky, and do everything that we say. I am all about getting that review. I want the review off you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want your payment, but I want your review.
So if you look at some of your competitors, I know you work in a locality 50 miles in the sort of radius Sheffield.
We used to go anywhere. When we first started out, we'd go down to Essex, we'd go down all over to try and get that money in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of, you've got to go with your gut feeling. You've got to go, this job makes sense, this makes sense. Yeah. You've got to get up at R5 to travel down there. I've travelled down to Reading to do one door. Yeah. What's earned us £300. Do you know what I mean? 200 quid, whatever. Because it just felt right to do that. And then over the time, I've just brought it in, to now we do 50 miles. I mean, I might bring it in closer. Yeah. At one time, we were like, we'll take over country and we'll do it. No, I don't want to. Don't want to do it.
If you look at your competitors and you look at the reviews, a lot of them really poor.
They're disgusting.
Really, really poor.
One national company, obviously I'm not going to disclose the name, we don't need to get into that. They had 44,000 one-star reviews on Trustpilot. Yeah. And their account went missing. Wow. It's like when you looked at the bars, it was like just one. Yeah. There's something like 44,000 one-star reviews. And people still use them. Yeah. People know they're going to do it. So this is like sort of my thinking is...
Well, that's people's perception of your industry, I think.
That's it.
They're all they're all the same, you know, 1-star review, 2-star review. It's a window and a door. You know, I'm just going to do it. I know I'm probably not going to have a great experience, but that's pretty standard.
Yeah. And people don't want to do it because they expect it. Yeah. And they'll leave it and they expect to get their eyes pulled out on price and things like that. I just seen an opportunity where I thought I can really bring something here, I can make a difference.
But I think that's why you've got the reviews you've got, because they might have gone into that experience expecting something, or not expecting a lot actually, or expecting to get missold, or expecting it not to be what it says on the tin. But actually what they've got out of an experience with your company is completely different, which is why you guys have got hundreds of reviews across all your bits, hundreds of reviews, Google and different areas.
We've got around about 500 5 out of 5 reviews in a matter of 4 years. Yeah. And I can say that every one of them's real, you know what I mean? I can look at them and say they're real. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is when I go to an appointment, I'm in their house 15 minutes. Yeah. Bang. I'm going to email you everything over. Yeah. Send you all the product. I'll give you that sort of email, put it together. I'm going to keep it simple. Rather than stand here and tell you how good we are, Google us. Do your own research. If that don't convince you, Aaron, you know what I mean? Yeah. I can't, by me standing here and whatever I say is not going to do that, is it? Yeah. And just allow people to do their own research. I want you to sit at home and go, he was sound him when your wife gets home or whatever.
Yeah, you make the decision.
It was sound. Look through online, look at email and go, they're brilliant. Yeah, I love you. Our average account is around about £8,000, thereabouts. If I've got to convince you to spend that sort of money, it's going to lead in a cancellation. It's going to lead in buyer's remorse. I don't want your business. It's such a substantial amount of money to be spending. £30,000 on a conservatory build, or 20 grand, and do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't want to convince you. Yeah. I want you to come with us because you want a good job done, and you want high quality products. Simple as that.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, that says to me, as a fellow founder, that doesn't sound like rocket science.
It's so easy.
But you still don't get it in that industry, and we don't get it in our industry. We're very similar in the respect of, you know, I can come my shop window. I can come and tell you about how great we are, but So is everybody else.
Yeah,
it's not good. That's not going to be any different to anybody else.
Yeah, everybody that walks in there, sleazeball salesmen are going to be telling you how good the products are and trying to rip you off at every chance and every opportunity. 20 grand, right? Ring manager.
Oh,
so
can
they're
I go?
telling you how amazing.
If you do it today, can you do?
And they're going through all this. So by me joining in on that and saying how good we are, I'm falling in line with
no different.
Same. It's my sales pitch. Google us. Done.
I've seen that on your social media.
Yeah. Google us. So, and like, I don't want that to be perceived as arrogance or anything like that. It's just got to be like that.
Yeah, but if anybody does perceive that as arrogance, I would say, and I don't think they will, but I would say how much work, time, effort, care, consideration has gone into those 500 5-star reviews. Yeah. That says, because that says it all.
And there's a lot of people that don't. You know what? I get so many people week in, week out that genuinely they're blown away by you, and they just don't review you.
Yeah.
Because they're not that type of person. They don't know how to do it.
Some people just don't do it.
They don't do it. They've got a Google account. You know what I mean? But we're also living in a digital age where you do a bad job, mate. They want to tell people.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go to a bad restaurant, I reckon you would text your mate or ring somebody up and go, that
was awful.
That was shite.
Yeah. Human beings also like to whinge rather than they like to give credit naturally.
Yeah, but you won't have a really nice meal with your missus and then bring somebody right up. Oh,
incredible, go and have a look.
I think you always gravitate towards the negativity of an experience when you go somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
Know what I mean? So
I think so. So, look, you've created the business with Mark and the team. What would be your top bits of advice for anybody wanting to start a business but hasn't done it yet?
I really think that we're getting saturated at the minute when you look on all social platforms about it's so extreme. Either this is what you need to do or you don't do this. And I really believe that the individual should look at themselves, see if they've got the work ethic needed, see if it's something that they really want to do. Don't take it for granted. Do you know what I mean? Understand the beast that you're going to do and what you're signing up for. Yeah. And if you believe you can do it, go for it. Go for it. I think the most important thing is building relationships with people. Yep. And cutting them off as well. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody wants to help you. Not everybody wants to see you succeed.
Yeah.
But the people that do is put your time and effort into them.
Yeah.
Be able to say no. No is so powerful. People won't like you for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so powerful. And I think that if you can learn to say no more, it opens up the correct opportunities to you. There's been so many things in my life where I think, I wish I'd said no to that. And then when you start doing it, you resent it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I've found power in saying no.
Yeah.
No. You know what I mean? And so I just think for the younger age or anybody looking to get into business, it does sound cliche, but if you actually believe you can do it, that opportunity, when it arises or when it aligns, you'll get that feeling. You get something where you think, this is the time. Got to do
and if you look at your situation, there was multiple times where that opportunity came up, but it wasn't the right time. Looking back,
it's past. It wasn't right. I had to learn. I had to go through all that to get into a position to be able to run this company. If I'd done that years ago, my company wouldn't be how it is. It wouldn't probably still be going. I mean, things could change in the future. Do you know what I mean? But the skill set and how I've refined myself and what I've learned through all this time, I could open another 2-3 companies straight away, and I really believe I could.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking stress.
Yeah.
I'm happy how I am. I'm happy being content. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a multi-millionaire and have all the stress, and I'm just happy.
Yeah.
I found that happiness.
So what's been the 2 biggest lessons for you in starting your company or in your life?
I don't know.
I've just stumped Craig Brookes with a question. You've got an answer for all the questions.
I know. Lessons as in...
Just general, really. What you know? We've spoken about the advice for startups and that sort of stuff. What about if you look back over your life, what are the 2 bits? If your son or daughter came to you and said, "Look, give me 2 lessons that I need to hear, some things that I need to hear where you've made mistakes," what are they?
I think you need to treat people how you want to be treated.
Okay.
I think it's so powerful. I really do. Be a knobhead. Expect knobhead things to happen to you. Yeah. The universe will serve you.
Yeah.
Astounding accuracy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I believe that you should do what you can to help people. I think that's so powerful in business and in your own life. And I think that if you let your ego run with you, or do you know what I'm trying to say? It's just try and stay humble with it.
Yeah.
And I think that when I look back at my life, I think that I've got a little bit too cocky, a little bit, and been all about me.
Yeah.
Now I'd rather help somebody. Now I'd rather put good out. I'd rather do something to help somebody. You know what I mean? Because I know that it's the right thing to do.
When was the last moment you had that was euphoric?
I don't know really.
Where you've been that happy,
I think I'm starting to reach that point now.
Okay.
I think I'm coming to the end with the severity of the mental health.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand what I've done. I can see what I've achieved. I don't want to get too cocky about it. I don't want to start saying, you know what I mean, I've done it yet.
Yeah.
Even though I know I have. I'm still a little bit scared of things crumbling. Do you know what I mean? Even though I know they're not. So I think I'm still going through that now. I'm starting to enjoy my life again.
Yeah.
It's something that I haven't done for many years because I need to learn to live a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
So what do you think's been your kind of turning point from going from where you were in a dark place in that sort of mid-20s to today?
So support from my wife, meeting the right person, being in the right environment, having the right encouragement, having the right people around you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then now trying to let go of the, right, I don't need to grip it as tight. I don't need to grip this business. I don't need to, you know what I mean? I don't need to hold on to it as tight. I can start to live my life a little bit. It's just, you know what I mean? When you've been fail,
yeah,
kind of lose grip of enjoying things a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, and I mean, now we've come out of COVID. I've done a lot last year. I mean, I'm doing, you know, I'm in Thailand this year, going out travelling to Thailand. Doing Kilimanjaro next year, climbing Kilimanjaro.
Nice.
And I've got plans, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
plans.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So it seems to be more stuff that's centred around you and your family then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's about me trying to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you doing that because you haven't done that before?
Yeah. I mean, I met somebody on LinkedIn, Steve Luckett, very good guy, who's one of my mates now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're in like a group of 4 of us that always chat, encourage each other. They're the people that I want to be around. Spoke to him, do you want to climb Kilimanjaro? Yeah, man. Looked it straight away.
Yeah.
Less talk, more do.
Yeah.
You know
Anyone can talk a good game on that sort of stuff, don't they?
I want to do it. So it's like, I don't know, I just want to live a little bit.
So when's that happening?
Next year.
Next year. Are you doing it for, are you going to try and raise some funds, or are you just doing it for yourself?
Yeah. Doing it for myself. This year I did that charity MMA fight.
Yeah.
Raised £6,400. So, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to have a combination of give, take for me own. Did like Snowdon, climbed Ben Nevis this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did the charity fight. And then I'm going to go away, enjoy myself. You know what I mean? I just want to kind of just give a little bit and
balance it out a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions here that might be interesting to hear your response. So we've spoke a little bit about social media, but quite a broad question really. And I'm going to ask it in that way for a reason. What do you think about social media in this day and age now?
Super toxic. Super toxic. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, super toxic. I went on TikTok for a while, did a video. I think it went viral, 330,000 views, 9,000 likes. About double glazing companies. The comments on there, horrific. Fucking horrific. Like vile.
Towards you?
Yeah, and just towards everything, and just everyone's just manner, the way that people were talking to other people, and just like, wow. Put that on LinkedIn, goes viral, loads of support. Cheers, mate. Thank you for sharing that information. Awesome. Cheers. More people like you. That's great. Do you know what I mean? In environment. I think that there's too many social media platforms. Each of them all have a different trait. Yeah, and I just think that it's super toxic. I'm so glad I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
Really glad I didn't. For business purposes, great, but I think you need to choose your platform. LinkedIn it's brought us hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds for our business. And that's by me putting content out, all based around majority of helping, trying to help people.
Yeah, your experiences, genuine experiences.
Me sharing mental health journeys, you know what I mean? Battles, me giving out business advice. I bet you now in 4 years, I probably put 5 posts on, you know what I mean, about this is exactly what we do. I show transformation pictures now and again, but never like, we're best in our area.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sales pitch done.
Yeah.
It's always about giving.
LinkedIn's quite saturated with that sort of stuff, though. You could scroll for an hour, and the majority of stuff you see are just bullshit posts about a product or about how great we are about this and that.
Again,
and it's
though,
just
you sell double glazing, mate. You can't make that platform work.
Yeah.
Hold me beer.
Yeah.
Watch this. And a lot of my posts go kind of viral, but they're all, I believe, giving out advice and trying to help other people, trying to take that bullshit away. Don't listen to this knobhead, you know what I mean? Not that direct person, don't listen to that. You know what I mean? Trying to get your money off you. This is about my mental health. This is about business. This is how you don't get scammed in double glazing. And it's brought...
So why do you think those videos are popular?
Because nobody else is doing it to that extent. In our industry, also as well, is I believe my approach as well. Do you know what I mean? I have got no filter. And it's because I believe you treat people how you want to be treated, and I'd rather somebody just said to me how it is. Mate, don't listen to that bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that. You know what I mean? I've been through this. This is how I got around it.
So what would you say to the people that say... So like you rightly said there, you said that a lot of your stuff goes viral. You've made hundreds of £1,000s from LinkedIn. So what would you say? What would you say to somebody that said all of that is an act, all of that social media stuff, the video, it's all a bravado because you're gaining some other stuff out of it? What would you say to those people?
Like, what's your name? Just find you and just block you.
Okay.
You're irrelevant to me. I don't care. Your opinion is irrelevant. If you think that's an act, great. Sound. You won't buy from me then, will you?
Yeah.
You don't care then, do you? You're not going to listen to me.
Yeah.
Sound. Have a nice day.
That's quite an interesting way of dealing with it.
Yeah, I can't change your opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, somebody a bit back were like, "Oh, it's a rate strategy." I have got no strategy. Well, you have got a strategy by not having a strategy. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously, I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like...
It's easy to be drawn into that.
Oh, you could. Yeah, but I go backwards and forwards with some people sometimes because I feel they need it to be served. Some people need the way that some people act online and the way that they talk to people and the way that it's just like, mate, somebody needs to speak up to these people.
And I think you get a lot of that on LinkedIn. A lot of people that think they know a lot of stuff, keyboard warriors on LinkedIn. A lot of that on TikTok because there's no face beyond. There's no face beyond anything.
It's vile.
There's no. My daughter goes on TikTok, right, and she's like, "Oh, I've got a couple of 100 people watching her do makeup or something, right?" And the amount of people the stuff that's being said. I won't go on it now and watch any of her stuff. Not because I don't want to support her, but I see her on live, and I'm like, I know I'm going to see in the space of half an hour, 20 to 40 comments out of hundreds of comments that are going to be something that I will find offensive being your dad.
Yeah.
And you wonder why kids struggle with certain things. It's like, why? It's like the kids are going on. People go on social media to build confidence, to network, to do all these things. But then the majority of it, just like you said, explain social media. First thing you said was toxic.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'll try and go through it as quickly as I can. I'm a young lad. You got someone threatening to stab him on TikTok. So like, right, okay. You fucking were. Find out his name in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I said to Maury, I went, what's all this about? He went, I don't know. I don't even know the kid.
Yeah.
Don't even know the kid. He would live local. Threatening him. Being a bully. Put a few feelers out. In 15 minutes. Got his name. Rang his mobile up. Hey, Maury's dad. We stabbed him. Do you know who I am? Hey, shut up. Stop talking like that. What are you doing? Threatening a kid. 2 years older than him. You're threatening to stab him. Who are you talking to? Do you know so-and-so? Mate, bring it down. Yeah. Listen to what he's saying and listen to what he said you're going to do and listen to what situation you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 10 minutes to send him a message, apologise to him, never speak to him ever again, or police are going to be at your door.
Yeah.
Message, sorry mate, wrong person.
Wrong person.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said to Maury, have you? He went, mate, I've not done no credit. I'm scared. Got through TikTok.
I think people can get away with it on those type of platforms because there's no one knows who anyone is. Wow. You can just shove a comment in, leave a live, and it's like you've just shoved it. But the big thing for me on them is like there's a lot of genuine people. Like I've started to do more on TikTok in the last 3-4 months because I've found there's a lot of people on. There's a lot of negative, but there's also a lot of people that really struggle on that platform. And the main areas are around their own confidence, their own self-esteem, how they feel. And sometimes what I try and do is when I'm doing my workout in the morning 3 times a week, I know I don't look like I do anything, but I do a little bit. Probably don't do enough. But I'm on there and I'm not filming my workouts and such, but I get up, about 6 o'clock, 6:15 in the morning, and I'll put it on, and I'll start talking about something, and I'll probably be on about half an hour, 3 times a week, and there's always some people from TikTok that will then go and add Instagram and send me a couple of messages and say, oh, it's nice to hear someone positive. I'm probably talking nonsense. I might be talking about a topic. I might
be trying to help somebody.
But all I want to genuinely, like, I mean, like, but then a couple of people are like, oh, you're only doing it for X, Y, and Z. I don't get any business out of TikTok. Some people do, I'm sure, but I don't get anything out of TikTok. I don't do anything on TikTok that involves any of my companies at all. None.
But why shouldn't you? And why should anybody make you feel bad about that? So I put my face out on camera weekly. Yeah. I share personal struggles and things that, you know what I mean, are personal to me to try and help other people. I've done podcasts about mental health. Yeah. I've been in magazines about it. Yeah. Yeah. Why shouldn't I then somebody go, oh, I like you, I want you to fit my windows? Yeah. Why is that bad?
Yeah, well, it's not.
Do you know what I mean? And even if it is all a strategy, and even if I'm cunning genius, and it's still, you're still going out there and trying to do good to people and help people.
But I think that is the difference. That what you've just nailed it there in that last little sentence is, some people wake up in the morning and think, what can I do? Because of their situation, their past, their bad experiences, their bad leadership, whatever, or the way they feel at the time, people will maliciously go out into the market, in business and in your life, to maliciously hurt what you're doing.
They just don't care.
Why can't you just put the energy? Why can't you just toss the coin, flip the bed, flip the duvet over, and say, why don't they just focus on maybe trying to put some good out there? Yeah. Because if you put good out there, even if you have a shit day, you still put some good out. Something might come back out of it. You might feel better. That other person might feel better. That's just the way life is.
That's it. And I think it is a boomerang effect. If you keep putting out...
I believe in that.
Yeah, if you keep putting out good, it will come back. And the thing is, I get messages weekly saying, dude, you really help me. Yeah. Mate, thank you. Oh, you don't know how much you help me. And it makes me... And the response is, I can show you, this is why I do it. Yeah. And that's it. It's as simple as that. It builds me confidence.
But it's the same effort to do that than it is to go on and slag someone off.
Yeah, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'll call bullshit out on social media platform. I've got I won't say I don't. Yeah. Because I can see how dishonest it is, how it's not genuine. Some guy over there sharing a picture of a really overweight woman and, oh, she's getting hammered online and blah, blah, blah. You're fucking doing it, mate. Yeah. This is what you're doing now, is you're sharing that image of her to try and sensationalism, to try and create a reaction for you. Full well knowing that people are going to absolutely abuse her in comments, but it creates you engagement. You're doing the same thing. Yeah. And I called him out on it.
What did he say?
Well, I hope I'm not adding to it, and you do the same things, and you do really sort of in-your-face posts to cause reaction. I said, no, I don't share images of other people.
I don't think you've ever, you'll have comments about certain situations, but I don't think I've seen anything from you that's been specific to an individual.
I never do that, because what you're doing is you're using them, for your own engagement, to drive traffic towards you. Yeah. You're creating hate and love. You're creating people saying, oh, she looks amazing. People saying she's going to die or an heart attack. Yeah. But the only reason you're doing that is to drive the focus to you. That's it. Yeah. And I put that to him, is such a dishonest post. You're making out that you're doing it because you're trying to, about inclusion and stuff like that. But you're creating the hate in all these comments. You know it's going to happen.
You're creating the format for that stuff, aren't you? There's been a lot of that recently with the boss that fired his people, and I don't know his name and the situation, but he's fired his people, and he kind of filmed something, didn't he? A picture of him crying and stuff like that. That went everywhere, and different people were sharing that stuff.
But my thought on that is, so fucking what? Yeah. Crack on with your day. Why do you need to then shame that individual then? Yeah. Because you're only doing it to try and promote yourself. Yeah.
Or make yourself feel better.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, I put that on there. I put that comment on that actual post. But why are we talking about this? Why does anybody fucking care? Why does anybody care what she looks like? Yeah. Just crack on with your day. It's sad. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, you do this, and no, I don't, mate. No, I don't. I don't do that. So,
same people that film themselves giving money to a homeless person. It's a similar concept, isn't it?
Mate, you know what I really hate at the minute is the...
If you want to give something to a homeless person, help someone, then great, do it. But you don't have to film it.
You know what? Post it. You know, if you want to post about it, that's fine. Seen a guy earlier on gave him a support and a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what? Why can't you do the same if you walk past somebody today?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Taking a photo with somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And using, I think it goes to a different level. I think it goes to
very personal.
Fucking hell,
Very personal.
It goes to a different level. I seen one other week about a bloke who was laid on the floor, crying, curled up. You know what I mean? Someone took a picture of a woman saying that she saved him from jumping off a bridge. Turns out she actually didn't. It were a police officer and another guy.
Yeah.
At the side of like M6 bridge, or I don't know where it was. She took a photo of him at his lowest moment, crying, curled up after nearly taking his own life, and used that and made out as if she'd saved his life. It's like, fucking, what type of human being are you?
But I couldn't ever imagine doing that. Ever. I wouldn't even go through the mind.
What does it take to do that? It's like, it shows you the character of somebody, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Them people, I don't want them anywhere near me.
Yeah.
That's like pure posing. I don't know, it's just...
I know what you mean.
It. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
I couldn't imagine ever waking up in the morning and think I'm going to go and do that, or think, can I find my next opportunity?
An opportunity to do it.
Can I do my, rather than, if that is the case, then help that person out. Don't victimise. Don't be so specific, because that's
makes it worse.
That's going to make it worse on that particular guy.
Yeah, but then what makes it worse is then the other 5 posts after it, like every hour, trying to justify the action,
right? Okay,
trying to then say, "Oh, the guy knew I took his photo." Then it's like, don't just put the shovel down.
Yeah,
just put the shovel down, delete the post, and crack on with your life. You've had your 5 minutes of fame. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, wow, how nuts is that? And that's what makes it even. You believe that it's bullshit even more. Is the trying to justify it.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over.
I just think if you're going to go and do something, if you've done something really credible, or you want to do something nice for whoever it is, family, friends, someone that's struggling, whatever it is, go and do what you need to do and do that for them. But it's not about you, is it?
But I think also as well, I mean, I'm torn on it. I posted some things before. I mean, we did RSPCA, did all their category.
Yeah.
Windows, doors for free.
Yeah.
Did it for no profit. By us posting about that, then got other people, decorators and other people then contacting them. And created more. But the post was about, we've done this, can you help? Can you do anything? Can you bring anything to the table? I think the nearest quote to us was something like £7,000 more. I just said, you know what, we'll do it in a day. I think we can do that in a day, get it all smashed out. We'll do it for no profit, just pay for this and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
I've got 2 cats. I had 3 cats. Do you know what I mean? I love animals.
But I haven't seen the post, so call me out on this if you need to. But I don't think you would have put that on to say, look how good we are. This is what we've done.
I don't know.
But actually, you doing that not inspires probably the wrong way. It might engender that behaviour elsewhere, which helps people.
Yeah, and I think
that's good.
I don't know. I think that it's the same thing that we were saying earlier on. It's one extreme or the other on social media.
Yeah.
I just think it's about the way that you push that message out. Did an old woman's... We've done multiple OAPs, windows for free.
Yeah.
What? Your lowest quote is £1,100 for a £150 window. We'll bang it in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's whatever.
But I think you've hit the nail on the head there. That to me is about the character of the business, which then sits with the character of the people.
I don't think we should stop that. I think that... If there was no good in the world visibly, do you know what I mean? I think it's good to see...
Is it happening? Sort of thing, yeah.
I think it's good to see other people doing it. I just think it's the way that you dress it up and the way that you put it out. It's not, are we here, we did the RSPC's windows for free, our email address is info@. Here's all our details.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, we did this, can you help? Can you join in?
But I think when that happens, you do galvanise a lot of support. Like when it was went through COVID, there was a massive tech shortage in the UK. Well, probably everywhere, but UK is all I can talk about. And we started a Tech for Kids campaign. We put 25 grand in ourselves to give free broadband, laptops, tablets, stuff like that. We put it on. We put the Just Giving page on. We got support from a local foundation that hold a lot of money for big companies. So big companies, don't know why and how it works. Big companies will put a percentage of some of their money into a trust, and that trust then, that board then decides where I'm going to spend the money. They don't go back to Carlsberg's, and it's local Northampton, and they've got millions. So they decided to come on board and match what we put in. But at no point did we put that money in because we thought, well, we're tiny, we're small.
But how did it make you feel?
I felt good helping people, and we I made sure we got all the staff bought in. We were dropping laptops out to schools. We tied in schools that needed the most help, but where people also went to school. So it was a really nice... Pete had a really nice moment because his daughter went to a school that helps with his daughter's disability and stuff like that. Got a lot of support. He was crying giving those laptops over. Like,
I can imagine,
it was such a great experience, and because it was a great experience, it got some coverage, and we fundraised up to about 80 grand.
Wow.
And that for me is one of the most proudest things I've ever done in my life.
It was a really nice sleep that night, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was brilliant.
You know what I mean?
we had about a week where no word of a lie, we had about a week because it was like just as video meetings were now the thing.
Yeah.
And I must have had, no word of a lie, between 12, 15 video meetings a day for a week.
Wow.
Local TV, radio, schools ringing up, just wanting a bit of the pie, which is fine. I'll do the same. Yeah. But I felt energised. I felt alive. Yeah. Like I was voice noting into the company chat going, I've just spoke to this school at 11 at night. Yeah. We need to do this for them. Who's up for dropping off in the morning? We'll get the laptops ordered. We'll hustle them from somewhere. I was on social media trying to find cheap laptops. And it was like, it was as if I'd restarted my business again.
Yeah.
It was like the first 6 months, and I'm not saying we don't work hard now, but there's a little bit more strategy. Yeah. But the first 3-6 months, especially if you've never done it before, it's just all encompassing in a good and a bad way. And it
Finish work at the end of the day like, wow, that's like whirlwind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, great feeling though.
Yeah, great feeling.
And that we did put it around because for the sole reason of, there are people with bigger pockets than us, bigger companies that are more established that can afford more than what we can. If we can get a couple of them on board, we could fundraise 200,000. That could help 2,000 kids.
Yeah.
Like we got up to about 80 grand, and then it kind of petered out as COVID finished and stuff like that. But we didn't put that on because of any gain for the business at all. None. I mean, there was a few schools that we ended up doing business with.
Does it matter, though, if anybody thinks you didn't? Because they're not important to you.
Yeah.
If you can genuinely sit there and go, I did that for my own reasons, because we wanted to do that, and you genuinely know that, then you can sleep at night. And anybody who's not in line with that, they don't matter.
Not interested,
They don't matter, because you're never going to convince them otherwise, and they're not your people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? We said this before we came on, and we had a bit of a chat, didn't we? And one thing that I know I'm going to take away from this is kind of the amount of time you waste on people that haven't got your best interests at heart.
There's so many of them.
And it's so unenergising.
Yeah, but there's so many of them.
Yeah.
There is so many people. I've got very few friends nowadays. Yeah. I know, and I spend my time with the people that I know care. And you can tell, you know who they are. You can look in your phone now and go, they don't talk to me, they don't talk to me, they don't talk to me, they won't piss on me, they won't... Look at that charity fete I did. Put it on Facebook. I think I got £100 donated through Facebook.
Yeah.
Put it on LinkedIn, first hour, £2,000.
Wow.
And then it went to 6.5. And that's from people... I never spoke to them.
Yeah.
Craig, hope you smash it. Well done. Awesome. Message after message. People messaging me. I've just signed up to one off the back of that.
Yeah.
I know that 3 or 4 people signed up to do one of them chat off the back of that. Do you know what I mean?
But that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
That's how my double glazing though.
Yeah.
I just sat on settee one day. I just looked at our lass and just went, I'm going to submit right bad. She went, what? Oh, I'm doing an MMA fight. She went, no, you're not. Oh, she went, no, you're not. But the thing is, I've wanted to get back into martial arts. I've been wanting to scratch that itch for a few years.
Yeah.
It's the anxiety, the depression, walking into a room, meeting new people, what's held me back. So I forced myself to do it, and I used the charity to force me into doing something. Do you get what I mean? I'm going to give
There's
something...
nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to give something as much as I can here
Yeah.
and raise a lot of money, and it's going to get me back into and bring something to my life again, as in, do you know what I mean, build my character.
Yeah.
I don't want to do. I don't know. I'll scratch that itch. After the first session, I come back home and I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Don't want to do MMA or
Yeah.
kickboxing anymore. I'm fucked. I can't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I scratched an itch, but I raised a lot of money. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I found out a few people that, and they're not on your side, and kind of seen the character of people.
It's usually some people that are closest to you as well. I look at it now and I think, if I went back 10 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, and I wrote on a page my friends who I thought would genuinely have my back, and family as well, and I'm not an arsehole, I could probably delete... Yeah, I don't know. My other half, maybe, I don't know. I could probably delete 75% of that list now. I really, really could. And you think about the amount of time you've wasted. And do you know what? People that I genuinely gave a shit about. Genuinely.
Yeah, but you gave a shit about them. They didn't give a shit about you.
You really want the best for these people.
Yeah.
You know, you really want the best for them. You give them time. You give them support. You listen. You try and do things to try and help them out. And you think, do you know what? You look back now and think, what a waste of fucking time. I don't regret doing it because that's part of my character, and you learn who you trust, and it's part of the process. But I look back and I think, what a waste of time! Like, waste time helping people that have never ever in a million years got your back at all.
That's where I am now, though. Is like it's just like chop, done.
See, I really like that, and I probably need to do that more.
And that comes back to saying no. Yep, saying no more. There's power in the word no. There's power in saying I don't want to do that. There's power in not. I mean, I get people every day. Can you share this? Can you? No.
Yeah.
No. Can you do this for me? No.
Yeah.
Can you? Have you got a phone? Send me your phone number so I can ring you. No.
Yeah.
Because you don't care about me. You know what I mean? You've never engaged.
There's a side.
You've never engaged.
There's a side reason. Yeah.
You've never engaged in my life. You won't piss on me if I'm on fire in the street. You know what I mean? And it's just no.
Do you know what? I think that's something that I need to do more of. Just as a human and a business person as well. I need to do more of that because I'm not scared about what people think of me. There's enough people out there I know have got an opinion for right or wrong reasons, whatever. And I'm cool with that. I'll sleep at night, absolutely fine. But I probably do need to do that more.
We do it in business.
Yeah.
We do it in business. And I'll say on camera, mate, I've got you're a knobhead, we're not working for you.
Yeah.
100%. Because we're not. You know what I mean? We've got a good team, a good, you know what I mean, good set of lads to break the back for you.
Yeah.
And you go to some appointments and they're just like, stick the nose up at you and you'll do this and you'll do that, or want you to do something that's not ethically right or not to building regs. It's like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said they can. Go to them.
Go and do theirs, yeah.
Go to them then. Oh, you can't talk. Yeah, I can. It works the both ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ever change them people, but you can change, you know what I mean? You can change yourself. You
can choose whether to deal with them or not, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I mean, we see it weekly where I refuse work because of the manner, the way that they talk. Or one will slip through net and I'll say to my wife, I'll be like, there's going to be a problem.
Because you can tell pretty quick.
There's got to be a problem.
Yeah.
Leave time's 10 weeks. We cannot install your products for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Day after they've signed up, have you got a date for me?
Yeah.
With this, this, and then do you know what I mean? It's just like, right, you've got to diagnose these people.
So as a business that's been going for 4 years.
Yeah.
Is it 4 years now?
Yeah. Start of year 5.
Yeah, start of year 5. So maybe it's changed now to maybe what it was in the first couple of years. But did you find yourself doing more business because you needed to do the business?
100%.
Have you? Is that changed as you went?
Yeah, definitely. And this is what I'm saying is, you've got to be careful who advice you take. You know what I mean? When people are telling you how to run a business, I mean, some of these people that are putting out business advice, they couldn't even run a bath.
Yeah.
They've never run a successful business. They've never done no. In the day, it's every business is about sales.
Yeah.
Don't matter about how good fucking website is, how branded clothing, you got a branded mug, great, you got your logo and a pen, awesome. Is it bringing money in?
Yeah.
What's bringing in the money? And then once you've got that, try and then extend that. Can you give us a review? Can you note this down? Can you tell other people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you build from that. When we first opened, we'd do anything. And I don't mean anything as in unethically or anything. We still have the same morals. We still have the same ethics. We still wouldn't break building regs or anything like that.
Yeah.
But we'd put in one window. We'd change one piece of glass. Now we won't.
You're chasing every bit of business.
Yeah, we'd chase it. Now we've got 3 windows minimum.
More selective, yeah.
And people go, why? Well, that's like... Right, our guys on price, they care about their installs. So if we're going to send them to a property, they've got to earn the money. They've got to earn the money for the business.
Yeah.
So we've got a 3 minimum window installation.
Yeah.
See ya. Do you know what I mean? We stick to his guns now in everything that we do. I need one little piece of glass changing. So a piece of glass, what's going to cost, 20 quid? I then got to send me guys, got to pay for 2 people. So, and that ends up costing me 150 quid. It's not sustainable. Sorry, we don't do that.
Yeah.
10, great. Change 10. I'm not changing 1. Want a cat flap put in my door. Awesome, great, we don't do it. Back in the day, we would have, because there were just 2
How can I make it fit?
Yeah, how can we make it? We took a wage on his first week. We've never been without money. You know what I mean? We've took a wage every week. But we've done it in a way that it's been me driving the sales constant. Where can I get it? Where can I get it? And you never stop. And then obviously you've got my business partner who's putting in the good work. And
how do you guys you sound like a bit of yin and yang. How do you guys Have you had any confrontations? You had any
We have
situations
loads,
of challenge?
we have loads.
How's that dealt with?
We've had loads in the past, but we've always reverted back to, we said we'd change each other's lives, we said we'd do this, we said we'd make a difference, let's not fall out, let's talk to it, let's discuss, let's then, right, I'll apologise, he'll apologise, you know what I mean? He's not bothered about showing his face on camera, doing any sort of promotional. He's not like that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
He don't want to do it. He's not involved. He understands what I've done. I understand what he's done. It's kind of one of them relationships where we don't live in each other's pockets. We'll go out for his end of year. Yeah, we'll go out with Christmas. That's it. It's 10 minutes, 15 minutes down the road. We don't live in each other's pockets, but I still think we respect each other and we know what we've achieved.
Sounds like there's a lot of respect, and also you guys have, the important thing is you've got the DNA that runs through both of you in terms of what you're looking to do. The way that you go about things might be different.
It's super skilled, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just one of them where I can't do his skill level. Yeah.
So you complement well.
Yeah, I can't fit what he can fit, and then we've got other guys who are skilled. You know what I mean? Who are, one team does like windows and doors, one built, and Mark builds these conservatories and puts all these roofs on and does all this mad shit.
Yeah.
Where it's just like fucking wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And other teams are doing windows and like they're doing amazing transformations. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I'll outsell anybody.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'm decent at marketing. I can get his name out there. I can cause people to come and have a look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get you while you're sat eating your Sunday dinner. If I needed to go and close a 25 grand deal, 20 grand deal, do you think I'm going to sit at home and eat my Sunday dinner?
Yeah.
I'm straight in car, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I used to be like. Now I'm pulling it down a little bit. Sorry, I can't do Sunday.
Yeah.
I can't do it, sorry.
That's just because you want to balance out the family and bits and pieces.
Try to balance everything out.
What's your opinion on work-life balance?
There is none. No such thing.
Take it a bit further.
There is no such thing. I don't think there is work-life balance. It's life. That's it. I don't think that it exists. You get people who I work all week, I work on a Sunday, I work on holiday. Well done, mate. Great. Well done. If you're happy with your little medal when you get engraved, when you're dead, and you're laid in your grave saying, I worked every day a week, 24 hours a day, and you're happy with that, that's awesome, sound. If somebody else is saying that they're not, and they only work 2 hours a week, and then they sat there with a shit car and can't afford to pay the bills, that's the reason why, mate. I just think it's got to be in line with who you are as an individual, as a person, and what you want to achieve in life.
See, I've talked to me about work-life balance to probably about 10 people in the last couple of months. And they've all given me a different answer, and they try and explain work-life balance. You've given an answer which is exactly, very, very probably 90% the answer I gave to someone when I was sitting in the other side on a podcast about 3 months ago. The day I woke up and didn't try and have a work-life balance is the day in my mid-20s my life changed. Because it's for me, it's like you said, it's your life filled with a load of choices. You either do stuff or you don't.
Yeah.
You know, if you have an intense period and you need to work and you make a choice to work when you should be at home with the family, you've made the choice. You're obviously doing it for a reason.
Yeah,
that's down to you.
Yeah, but who says you should be?
That's down to you, though, isn't it?
Society's view on what you should be doing, not you in your life and the people around you. Do you know what I mean? It's other people's opinion about. That's where I think work-life balance comes from.
Yeah, it colours your.
It's the same as success. Define success. Nobody can tell me if I'm successful.
Yeah.
There's only one person that can tell me if I'm successful.
You.
That's me.
Yeah.
Nobody can bottle it up. Nobody can define it. All these posts and all this content all over social media how to be successful. Fuck off, mate. You can't tell me how to. If I want to lay in bed eating cheesy Wotsits, playing on Xbox, and I class that as successful, then that's
fair enough to you.
It's my success.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the same with work-life balance. It's I don't know, if you want to work,
it's personal, and it changes as well, I think.
And it comes down to what direction and what you want to earn, how much you want to earn, what lifestyle you want to live, and where you want to go.
Because I also think on the reverse side of that, you've also got a lot of people that talk a lot of stuff where it's fashionable. You've got two ends of the spectrum with this for me. You've got people that promote how hard they work,
mentality,
like the up at 5 a.m.ers and all that sort of stuff, and working every day. But then you've got the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I'm not being stereotypical, but it's usually younger people, not always, but usually is, which is the promoting I can work the least to gain the most type of success.
I know who's the cleverest person. I know who the clever one is out of that. You're getting up at 3 o'clock, doing yoga, drinking green tea, Mrs. is laid in bed thinking, what a fucking prick downstairs while you're making loads of noise, you know what I mean? Kids are in bed. or I get up at 9, work a few hours, and same as you. And I know who the clever person is. But do I care?
No. And what's right?
I don't care. Yeah. It's just totally irrelevant.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I've learned over the years is just to remove that from.
Yeah.
Great. Well done. You get up at 5. I get up at 7.
Yeah.
Do I care what you've got? Do I care what you earn? Do I care what you've got in your bank? Do I care what car you drive? No. It's probably on finance. You're probably debted up to your eyeballs. Don't care.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know, it's just, I think people need to take that and just look at themselves and go, am I happy working at 5 o'clock at night? Am I happy working at 10 o'clock on a Friday? Yeah. And if you know what another thing is? Procrastination. I think it's bullshit. I don't think there's any such thing in it. Because you always do what you need to do. On time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I procrastinate, I don't do this, and I always leave it to the last minute.
Yeah.
You notice how you always do it, and it's still to the same level of quality. Or it passes, or it's still good, or it still gets you where you want to go.
Yeah.
No, it's just because you didn't want to do it at that time.
Yeah. You made a choice to do something else.
Yeah, you put it off and off and off and off because you didn't see it as being important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find tasks in my life where I think I've got to do that, I've got to do that, I've got to do that, and then I'll find myself picking guitar up.
Yeah.
And I'll find myself doing something, and I'm like, oh, mad, I'm meant to be doing that. Yeah, I'll do it, and then you do it last minute, and it's just same as what it would have been if you'd sacrificed that time.
So, example of that for me would be, I've had podcasts where I like to prepare quite a bit. First few, I'd prepare for ages, ready, done, notes done. I've got some questions. I know
Straight off the track.
No one. Yeah, no, I want you go and have a conversation. It's like, fucking hell, where am I? What? It puts you under too much pressure. Whereas nowadays, it's kind of, obviously, I want to keep. There's certain things that I want to discuss with certain people because I want to bring out certain things because I think that's pertinent to that journey of that person, and I think people will take something from it. But there's very little procrastination and prep around that now. Like it's usually done the day before or on the day, and it's usually no more than 20 minutes. It doesn't need to be.
I mean, I did a best man speech a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
about 6. Well, it's a couple of weeks.
On a YouTube special.
Didn't write anything down.
Yeah,
didn't write it. But every night when I go in the shower, I was thinking of 30-second segments and talking in my head and stuff like that. And then I went, right, I'll piece that together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I worked on it in my own brain for around about a week.
Yeah.
And then when I come to the actual doing the best man speech, no stuttering, it just flowed.
Yeah,
and people laughing.
Genuine as well.
How can you do that without writing it down? Because if I'd stood there,
it puts you under pressure immediately to read something, doesn't it?
It would have destroyed it. It would have been.
As soon as you go off topic, you're gone.
It's got to come from the art. A lot of things that I do come from the art. You know what I mean?
But I think that you can tell with the content you put out. I think you can tell you're trying to help people. I think you can tell it's genuine and it comes from a good place. Whatever is being said, whether someone wants to hear it or not, you can tell it's genuine and it's honest. And I think that comes across with you being in the industry you're in. It comes across in the success that you're having.
But not everybody wants it. And you can never, if everybody agrees with you, if everybody likes you, you're not being you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to some appointments where you think, my directness, and I'm stood there in shorts and tattoos and, you know what I mean, and the way that I'm stood there, they don't like the no bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like swear or anything like that. I'm just like, that's not right. This is right. This is, you know what I mean? You can do your own reason. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They'll sit on settee. They want to be sold to.
Yeah.
They want the 2-hour bravado.
Presentation,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You want it, and because you haven't done it, have you not got a window? No. Got a showroom? No, well, won't be using you then. Why? Why do we need a showroom?
Yeah.
So you can walk around and it costs me 200k a year, and then I've got to put your prices up. No, it's all run offline. All right. Some people just don't like it. And the same with content, putting content out there.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a glass of whiskey than everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather someone go, you're a knobhead. Because at least I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Or I don't agree with that. That's fine. Whatever you agree, whatever your opinion is, that's fine. I'm just telling you what mine is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to like it or accept it.
Yeah, well, if you don't, like you said, you can just not follow.
That's it. I'll see some things though. What I think, you know what, I can't have that. That's absolute nonsense.
You've got to jump in.
I've got to jump in on it. Do you know what I mean? I've got to.
That's the old Craig coming back, isn't it? That you just I want to get involved in that. Get involved.
It is. But then you'll always see that when you put your comment and you drop a truth bomb, is your engagement on that one comment will be higher than their entire post.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
which tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Glad someone said it. Good.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying it. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I like the truth bombs that you drop, and you actually call them truth bombs, don't you?
Mate,
I like it.
Mate, yeah, it's that's it, innit?
Mate, it's good. Well, look, if you want to hear more about Craig's truth bombs, or which I would say you definitely do, or you want to find out more about Craig's business or about him or whatever, where can people find you, mate, if they want to reach out?
Google us.
Google us! There we go.
It's simple, innit? That's it.
Give it a Google.
Give us a Google. That's it.
Give them a Google. Well, look, if you want to find his business, Correct Choice Windows and Doors, give them a Google if you're interested.
Yeah.
Give you a little plug there as well.
Only for 50 miles, though.
Only for 50 miles. Yeah, there you go. And you like straight talking.
Yeah, don't waste your time if not.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, more than one window. It's got to be a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
So all you ones and twos, bugger off. Not interested.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, a lot of Craig's content that he puts out, really honest, really straight to the point, stuff that a lot of people want to hear. It's good stuff. People learn from it. LinkedIn's the place to go for Craig. So search Craig Brookes and his business and drop him a follow if you're interested, and get in touch with him. Definitely. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Absolute pleasure, mate.
It's been really great to have you on, genuinely. I think there's a load of stuff in there that hopefully people will hear, take away. There's certainly stuff when I was thinking about some of the things I wanted to go through here today, just stuff that I picked up on, looking at some of your stuff, and from the conversation today, there's already at least 3 or 4 things that have made me think about improving myself. And if there's anybody listening and watching this that feels the same, which I know there will be, reach out, communicate with Craig, communicate with me as well, and let us know what those things are, and we can share the love a little bit more. Hey, good stuff. Thanks, Craig.
No, cheers, mate.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Pleasure.
Perfect.